is everybody? Or whoever's here yet. Give people time to get here. What? Oh, man. Goodness. I haven't even washed my hair yet today. How's everybody's Thursday? I'm just chilling out. We have, hey, Jules. Hey, Tara with Trisha. Man, we have so many. I at first did, hey, Danielle. Hey, Shelma. Hey, Emily. I didn't even think like I was going to do a live. So I was like, I did such a big one last night. But then I was looking and there's just so much. You too, Jules, so much going on right now. It's not even funny. So we're actually going to talk about, hey, Andrea, Mom, Kyle Moorman's case. Wait, yes, that's how you say it. A little bit. I don't know that much about it. I've been looking, but there's not a ton out there yet because I feel that oh, sorry, Danielle, that the story from the family has changed several times. Then I got into a rabbit hole last night from Tim, if you guys watched that with, isn't it, Jules? With Elizabeth Barraza. Oh my goodness. It was another Texas one, another murder, unsolved. Hey, Diana. Happened in public. We have the surveillance camera. The murder is actually on the surveillance camera. Another crazy case. And then I just looked today, and a woman by the name of Christina Powell in Texas you see her rush out of her door. A mom of, I believe, 3. Hey, I'll be frank. Goes trucking out of her house because she's late for work. Never makes it to work. Just, hey, Charlotte. Emily, I know, right? I used to live there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. Okay, so these are a few cases we're going to talk about. But let's start with Kyle's case. So Kyle's case, if you don't know anything about it yet, again, please, if you know more than I do, feel free to share it in chat because I'm still kind of researching it. Kyle had, let's see here. I got like 16 tabs open. Okay, so this is Kyle and his children. Now I'm like, where's my StreamYard? Okay. Kyle's children are Kyle Jr., who is 5. Let me remember their names correctly. Kayana, I believe. Let me see their names. I don't want to say them wrong. So this is Kyle. I'm just going to do a quick picture because we're going to watch a video. This is Kyle and his kids. He has a 1-year-old, I believe a 3-year-old, and a 5-year-old. It's alleged that Kyle has custody. So now we're going to let's watch a little bit let's just watch, listen, and learn about a story. So it's alleged that Kyle took his little children between 1 and 5 years old for a fishing trip to a pond at 11 p.m. on Wednesday, July 6th. It's alleged that his last phone ping, well, this is what it originally was about 12:48 a.m. July 7th, which would have been like within an hour of the whole. Now, I actually listened to the scanner the other night and actually heard when they recovered the car, I couldn't believe they didn't go private, when it turned out that, well, let me go through the whole thing. So Kyle's family changed their stories a couple times. Now, based on what Kyle took his kids fishing at 11 p.m. The family claims, oh, good, Jules. Can you please shoot it out to me, Jules, if there's something you're like, hey, don't forget. Yes, they were, I'll be frank. So the family claims that Kyle does this often. The one thing that alarms me is no judgment, okay? No judgment. It's my understanding Kyle had custody, but I find it different different. Not to say it's wrong. I'm saying it's different to take your kids frequently on a fishing trip. A 1-year old, God bless him if he actually could do it successfully. I know by 11 o'clock at night, I'm like, just okay, this is more on me than it is on Kyle. I'm like, get away from me. Please find a bed somewhere. Like it's just we know how kids are. He also left without their medication. Hey Molly. So let me get back. So Kyle leaves 11 o'clock, last phone ping. His family reports him missing, but not 1, 2, and 5. Thank you, Jules, but not until July 9th, right? The last anyone heard from Kyle is July 6th. There's many, many, many family members in Kyle's. It sounds like it was a split family before. Mom is not in the picture from what I've read. I don't know if this is true or if it's alleged. Jules, you can correct me, please, if you know for sure. Mom was a drug addict or formerly a drug addict, so really was not in the picture. Her name is Savannah Holland. That's why the kids' last name are Holland. So family reports him missing July 9th. Okay, so police start investigating or whatever. So finally somebody spots Kyle's sob, they believe, and tip it into the police. Well, they go out there, and of course what they do find is they find Kyle in the water. Okay, so they find him and see him deceased, pull him out and everything. We're gonna watch a video. Hey Sandy, if I missed anybody, I'm really sorry. This story is very weird to me. So I actually got banned from one of the Facebook pages, guys. I'm gonna be legit right now because um people are like, this was an accident. The kids had to have kicked the vehicle out of gear. And I said, well, because I'm true crime, right? So I said, perhaps, but you have to also, because everybody's like, he was the best father, he would never hurt his kids, blah blah blah, and all this stuff. And that is highly possible, but in a discussion group you also have to be willing to look at the horrible possibilities. And I think maybe that's because I'm pessimistic because we're seeing it so much. Okay, so he was on his way to his brother's to fish with him. The brother's older daughters were going to. Okay, Jules, see, I didn't hear that. That changes things for me a little bit. Jules, can you tell me what because what police are saying is that the reason it's taken so long, one of the reasons is because the family has changed their story so many times. So let's go and watch this video here. I'm glad you're here then, Jules, because I had not heard that part. So let's watch this video. And yeah, see, Jules, it's so weird. I've heard so many different things. Because then there was some people saying no, because family, right? We're going to believe the best. Said Kyle was absolutely never on drugs, drinking, nothing, no mental illness. Fine, but then you flip over, and I've seen people. She's not in the picture. Mom is not. That I've seen people say, well, he's a former addict. I don't believe that necessarily because I've seen that no place other than hearsay. So that's why I'm kind of like looking at Jules to say, okay, Jules, you do know the facts. So, you've got to, it's a very weird case. There also was rumor that when police found him, hey, Catty Gal, hey, Punkette, that he was shot. Police have never confirmed that yet. So that they just said today that was not confirmed. And people said, well, because homicide came out, it was a murder, but the police said homicide always has to come out in that type of situation. When they did find, so I listened to the scanner when they found the car. Divers went in that night and had sonar, and they found the car and they pulled it out. And they did not obviously say this over the scanner, but they did find the 3 kids still in the car. So, you know, we'll watch the video here. How about I share the screen first? Yeah, there's so many rumors, you just have no idea. Like, I hadn't even heard what Jules shared, so. Because at first, it seems pretty cut and dry, you don't want to believe it, but it happens. But then, if I hear something like that, well, then, yeah, I have more suspicions then of it being foul play. Why is my computer's like, slow down?
Police have just released a detailed timeline of that search for a missing dad and his 3 young children. All of this comes tonight, nearly 24 hours after their bodies were discovered in a south side pond. Now, we've seen a lot of criticism tonight from Kyle Moorman's family about why police did not search.
What is happening? I got my kids are probably slowing down my, okay, hold on.
This pond sooner. And this evening, police are offering us some insight. Our Lauren Kostick spent the last few hours digging through this timeline to find out exactly what happened.
Scott, today marks 1 week since Kyle Moorman and his 3 kids were last seen, and we've been covering this story since the start. So let me break down the newest timeline we just received from police tonight. Last Saturday at 9:17 p.m., that's when Kyle and his kids were officially reported missing. Families say he went fishing Wednesday night. Then on Sunday, we caught up with the family as they searched retention ponds and the White River. We now know police also looked through license plate images for Kyle's car and sent out flyers.
We've searched other lakes. There's no sign of him.
Then on Monday, police tell us they followed up on nearly a dozen tips from callers, but none of them panned out. Just hours later, we met the family at a pond near Troy Avenue and Bluff Road. They say it's the last place Kyle's phone pinged. They also found a baby bottle and clothes, but police couldn't confirm if it belonged to the dad and kids. Police did walk the area, but a dive team was never called.
Everything's matching up for him being here, but where's he at?
Then on Tuesday morning, a lot happened. Police droned the area and at 1 p.m. requested DNR to come out the next morning. But before that could even happen, someone called a tip into 13 News Tuesday evening that a body was found in the water. We later learned Kyle's car was also in there, along with his 3 kids.
And we understand there are a lot of questions. We have a lot of questions as well. And there's a lot of work for our investigators still to do.
So, Lauren, the other big question that I think a lot of people are asking tonight, how did this happen? Have we learned anything new?
You know, we're constantly asking police that exact question to get some answers, but we do know it is still considered a death investigation. We also learned tonight, a few days after Kyle and his kids were reported missing, the family told police he had no history of mental illness or drug abuse and hadn't made any known threats of suicide or harm to the kids. And also, Scott, we do plan to speak with the family tomorrow. We spoke with them today, but they said they just need some time to process all this.
It's understandable given the tragedy they've experienced. Exactly. Lauren, thanks. Now, tonight, we've also learned a little bit more about IMPD's overall missing person search protocol. IFD has to be requested and needs a credible witness with a last seen point. IMPD is telling us they typically need specific evidence to guide them into the water. So that means more than just a cell phone. And we interviewed a...
We'll go... So I didn't... Yeah. So I want you guys to know that I wasn't accused... I hope you know that I wasn't accusing Kyle like, hey, he did this, it was murder-suicide. I think we just got to look at all avenues, right? One interesting thing that I didn't know, y'all, until I had Tim on last night was how complicated it is for police to be able to get information. Or like, remember the geofencing he was saying, like you have to give a warrant to Google first, okay? Then you have to give a warrant when Google Google says yes, people are in this, blah blah blah. You then have to get a warrant for like that phone provider. Hey, MJ's Life, for remember they said like if it's AT&T showing up in the Google, I can't say it. Google. That too you have to get a warrant for, and then you can actually get a warrant for, you know, the numbers and who it is. So listening to some of this, there's just such a process. Let's go over the timeline really quick, and then I want to get some of your thoughts on it. But you guys cannot also leave because there's too many. There's so many, ugh, it's just crazy. It's a tragic situation, and we know that if you ever want to get Parker going, just make her say Google. Google. I can't. Oh my gosh. What the heck? I'm 12 again. Dead right now. Oh my gosh. Shut up. I don't know what is going on. All right, let's go over the timeline. What? Okay. So the timeline for Kyle and get off there. The timeline for Kyle and the kids. And then I want to get your guys' thoughts on this. So he's 27. Oh, he's 27. Kyle Moorman the second is 5. 2-year-old Kayana Holland is 1. No, excuse me, is 2. Kyron Holland is 1. Hey, God bless that father for being able to say all those names with K's. So here's what the timeline looks like. Let me go down to it. About 6, okay, July 6th at 11 p.m. was the last known contact as reported by police, or reported to police by a family member. See, they skip a whole bunch of things. Hold on. Where are we going here? So in that time, we know like July 7th, the last phone ping happened. So July 9th, Kyle and his children were reporting missing by a family member. They were driving a black 2009 Saab. July 10th, detectives searched the Wildwood Estates in the 7700 block near a retention pond around a housing area. Investigators checked 12 different retention ponds for any points of entry that could have been made by a vehicle. Due to fencing, residential structures, and large stone landscaping around the ponds, it was determined the car could not have entered any of those ponds. Okay, fair enough. The July 10th at 11, a detective familiar with a large retention pond called Sloan Ditch, located on Hunter Road as a possible search location. Detectives found a path to the pond that had recent vehicle traffic with tire tracks in the mud and disturbed brush. Along the drive path, a fishing pole was located. Okay. Photos were taken of the fishing pole and marked with a GPS map marker. Detectives walked the entire area of the body of water and noticed that there were fresh tracks into the water on a makeshift boat ramp. The officers concluded their search at 12:30. 12:40 on the same day, detectives contacted Kyle's family. The family advised Kyle had custody of all 3 and reported Kyle had no mental illness, no drug abuse, and had made no threats of suicide or threats to harm the children. July 10th, detectives checked jail records for Kyle and Department of Child Services for possible location children. I don't know what those came back. I'm going to assume that he didn't have a record. So pictures that they all got, let's just say that day, everything, everything got launched, the flyers, all that kind of stuff. Okay, at 7:07 on July 10th, detectives contacted the last known person to speak with Kyle, and that individual advised nothing seemed out of place. The person said the children were asleep in the car, and Kyle advised his phone was going to lose battery power. Okay, well, then, that makes sense. The kids are sleeping, go fishing. Detectives discovered the last known contact was at 12:24 July 7th, so that same night. Around 8:43 July 10th, a search warrant was prepared and granted for Kyle Moorman's phone records. A search warrant was also sent to his phone carrier. Detectives attempted to locate the missing vehicle plate number with a license plate reader system. A plate could not be located or entered due to a vehicle being recently purchased. Oh, man. They reviewed over 2,500 images. July 11th at 9:04, request was sent to Kyle's cellular carrier for phone ping and data. On July 11th at 10:06 a.m., an anonymous tipster, stated a black Saab station wagon with loud exhaust was eastbound on 79th Street. Okay, so it was unfounded. July 11th, 10:21, phone pings began on Kyle's cell phone. Cell pings indicated power was off to the device. Okay. An anonymous tipster, 7 minutes later, made statements she was going to kill Kyle Moorman and the children. Okay, then. They followed up and the tip was unfounded. Let's see. Okay, I'm going through the ones that were unfounded because that's silly. Look at all these people wasting time calling with tips unfounded. This is ridiculous. Okay, so here's where that is ridiculous, wasting all that time of law enforcement. The man's family searched the pond located on Bluff Road. Okay, so the guy's family believed this was the last location of Kyle Moorman and his children due to finding a password for Kyle's email account. Southwest District had at least 6 cars on the scene. Officers walked the bank line and found no signs of the vehicle. However, a baby bottle, and clothing were collected as possible evidence. However, the location was littered garbage and other debris. Family members could not confirm or agree the items were Kyle Moorman. It did, I believe, come back that the bottle, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, was in fact the baby's. And so when did, let's see here. Oh wait, hold on, I missed one. 10:45 on a.m., 10:35, July 12th, a tipster at an auto glass repair business advised Kyle Moorman had his windshield replaced the day he went missing. Text messages from Kyle and an invoice were collected. Okay, so that's been proven. They searched with drones to the last known location after hacking his email. Around 12:51, detectives scheduled a DNR, which I now know is divers. I didn't know that before until somebody told me. So they basically determined the 2 locations they could be. And okay, so at 2:57, the caller, whoever called, data reviewed data sent by the FBI and a detailed phone records for Kyle's cell phone. The caller believed they saw Kyle Moorman's vehicle stopped on the side of the road at Arlington, Shelbyville, just south, with trash bags sitting outside the vehicle. So this Sloan Ditch Pond, the detectives and aviation unit searched. Vehicle tracks were located on the pond's edge. However, nothing was observed in the water. And that's all they give us there? Okay, that's not how far I wanted to go. Okay, well, hold on. So that's what I'm gathering. So let me go back through. Sorry, I couldn't do this. That's what I'm gathering. I thought it was going to give me the rest of the timeline, but I do know that it was on, what was yesterday? Is today the 15th or 16th? What day is it? Yeah, share pages. Share everybody's pages. Go ahead. What the heck is today? Guys, what is the date? Okay, it was Tuesday night. That's all I know. All right. Okay, so it was the 12th that they found Kyle. From my is Jewel still here? From my understanding, in the hey Rebellious, sorry if I missed anybody. Okay, so Jules is still here. Last ping 12:40 a.m. July 7th. So they found Kyle in the water. My guess is so this is interesting. So then they find Kyle. When they finally find the car with the sonar, they pull the car out and the kids are still in the vehicle. But now I'm wondering, because 2 days ago when I checked, I thought cut and dry, murder suicide. And I'm just going to be honest with you, that's what I thought. Or murder taking your life, whatever. I thought that because we see that so much now. And he could have been dealing with things he didn't tell the family. But now he went and got his windshield changed. Let me get a picture of the car up. Sandy, are you sick? I'll be praying for you. Now I don't know, because it sounds like he said the kids were in the car sleeping, so he was fishing. And oh, no problem, Jules. So I did see that. Yeah, so the cousin pointed and then oh my God. Cousin posted and then deleted on Facebook that the dad's neck was broken. Yeah, exactly, Tara. Tara with Trisha, look at this case, please. Yeah, I was my whole perspective might be changed now because it would make sense for him to be outside of the car if he was. It makes sense either way. Okay, so if he's outside of the car when he goes into the water, or he outside of the car if he gets killed, if it's foul play, he would be found in the water. But if the kids were sleeping in the back seat, Jules, can you email that to me and anything you have on this case? But if the kids were in the back seat, probably buckled in as they were, that would make sense. But at the same time, I guess if he was, so say somebody work with me because I'm trying to think this through in my head. Okay, so be my true crime people. So say Kyle. Yes, hold on one second. Sleuth Mom, say Kyle, say murder taking his life. Okay, let's just say, or yeah, that. Let's just say it like say that happened, and I don't know that did because now my perspective has changed. If he wasn't seatbelted in, would he? Because I don't know how like the water works with the car. Would he float out of the window? Like I know that sounds bad. Let me go find the car picture. I told you guys I am still trying to figure this out myself. Jules, if you can email that to me, that would be amazing. But here, I'm going to show you a picture of what the car came out as. Um, I don't know how water would work if, like, I guess I just don't know. I'm trying to find a good picture here of the car. So you're all kind of researching this with me. To me, the car looked exactly like it would look. Okay, here we go. Car had, okay, sorry. I'm trying to, sometimes it's fun to just do cases together, a little bit. If you have info, yes, please email me because, like I said, I'm just catching up to this case. Indy Star, okay, Jules, I'm going to look at them then. The car had to be deep there for it not to be found right away. Yes, Sleuth Mom, I do remember that because I was listening to the scanner. It was 26 feet. 26 feet. Gotta tell y'all, God bless the divers because ain't no one. Did I just remove myself from the stream? I did. Me, first of all, I can barely swim. I mean, I could swim, but it's not pretty. And diving in the water at night, yeah, ain't happening. Hey, Solo. Okay. Sorry, guys. You know me. I get distracted. All right, let's take a look at this car. I'm so glad you're here, Sleuth. Yes, and Jules, correct me, or it was correctly identified as the baby's bottle. All right, so this is the front of the car, Sleuth. To me, and I'll show you the bank here in a minute, so to me, that doesn't look like he got in an accident or anything. It just looks like he wrecked his, when it was 26 feet under. Now let me go ahead and find one of the side of the car. I almost did, by the way, guys, stumble out of the dark web last night on accident. Wasn't pretty. I got out. I got out real quick. Oh, come on. All right, well, hold on. It's caved in from the windshield. Yeah, that's possible too. That's a good point because they did, pull it out, hooked it up. I gotta tell you guys though, I tried to exactly, Sleuth. So I had not known that until now. So that was part of it. that changed my perspective was that, and the fact that he was like originally supposed to be with his brother, but and that his story, if we go into factor about how the kids were found within the car, which I'm going to assume buckled, that follows his story of him fishing while the kids fell asleep. Because a lot of people have said, well, I'm sure the kids just, one of them um, hit the, what do you call it, gear shift, and they went in. But that didn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Oh yeah, I was gonna share the car. Yes, please, Jules, I'll go get it right now. We may not, you know what, guys? We're probably not gonna get to Elizabeth. Let me tell you a little secret. I'm very excited. Okay, this, like, I gotta stop smiling. My children, I love them to death, but they're all going away to their grandparents tonight after their sports event to go to a movie tomorrow. So I'm gonna be alone. So I 100% might go live later and look at the Elizabeth case. But okay. I wanted to show a picture of the side of the car. Sorry, I got distracted. Can you guys imagine diving? I tried to snorkel once. I couldn't get down there. Imagine diving at 26 feet in the dark. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, I mean my husband will be here, but he goes to work, God bless him, so early that I'm gonna come down here and do a live, I think. So it's very hard. It's not letting me pull up the actual. And when I went on this, oh, here we go. So that's the side of the car. Where'd it go? Oh, hold on. Yes, I don't have much of it now with the kids because of their sports schedule and it being summer. And I love them to death and like being with them. But I gotta tell you, there's sometimes, and I'm feeling just a little bit of a need. Okay, so there's the side of the car. It doesn't look to me, I have teens for sale. It doesn't look to me as if that is, it looks like they just something was drove in the car. Some people have speculated, okay, did the donut tire do something to it that made him drive into the pond? I don't know at all. Yeah. So I don't know. Somebody said, is that a handprint on the side of the door? I mean, yeah, MJ's life, that's what people are saying. Is it handprints? Again, I don't know. But I don't think well, see, I don't know how handprints work. Sleuth, how do handprints work? If somebody touched the car and then it went in and collected dust and all of that stuff because of the pond, um, can would then the handprint like become identifiable, if that means like it, if you know what I'm saying. Um, I know, Sandy, I do. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. But sometimes they need a break from me just as much as I do. That's what I was thinking, Izzy. I was probably thinking that, and most people were, but I think it was kind of like. So, what do you guys? Oh, I'm gonna go get the timeline. Right now, my kids are upstairs chilling, so I believe one of them might even still be sleeping. Oh shoot! Hold on, guys. I'm grabbing the timeline Jules just sent me. Why do I keep getting spam? This one just sent me a spam for electrical power units. What the heck? On my text. All right, Jules, I'll wait for you to send it through. Okay, so while we're waiting for Jules to send it through, what do you guys think? What's some of your theories? Do you think we're talking? I get my theory just changed a lot, I think. Okay, hold on. Let me go find that. Put your theories in the chat. Do you think What do you think about it? Well, I get this. Okay. Mm, so the timeline. Okay, so the timeline I actually read that from was the timeline that I had already read. Okay, let me read your. Oh, thanks, Sandy. Could he have wrecked off a bridge or something? I didn't see. That's what I wanted to look for. The bank. I think I figure. Let's look at that too. I think figures he was trying to get the. Very possible, Trisha. That's possible. Yep. Oh gosh, Solo, that is a crazy case. Yeah. If he was found in the water, face down, was how does floating work? That's a, like it takes a while, but you eventually float. Well, that's not so, Sandy. The broken neck thing hasn't been confirmed yet. A cousin did put that on Facebook and then deleted it that he broke his neck. So I think that probably he did, but we don't know for sure. Only because I'm guessing he erased it because he was like, "Oh crap." Okay, let me find the area. You know what? I didn't even think about that, Trisha and Izzy. I am going to say that is a high possibility too. He died trying to get the kids out of the car. And when I hear the whole story, okay, he told somebody he was fishing with the kids, they were asleep in the car. My husband would totally do that. If he's driving home from a place and my husband's a fish fanatic, and I mean there's plenty of pictures where he loved fishing with the kids. And so my husband that was his, he graduated college with fisheries biology. He would 100% be like, all right, the kids are gonna sleep, so I'm gonna throw a line in. Okay, let's find the thing. I get so I'm just this is so good. I'm not good, but you know what I'm saying. Sleuth, I got two cases, or a case of missing mom's case. That's crazy. That just came through. Look up Christina Powell. Hi. Okay, here we go. Hold on a second. Here we go. I got it. I didn't. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm giving you the correct bank. All right, here we go. Oh, this is sad. All right, I'm going to share my screen. Yeah, Jules, it was the same. I checked. So it was solo. So it was at 11 o'clock he went fishing. There were things that said he went fishing late before. That's true, Sandy. But that I didn't necessarily see pictures of him taking the baby that late before, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. But it said he loved night fishing. Obviously, we all know night fishing is known to be the best. But I'm wondering if he was coming from his brothers or going to his brothers. And yeah, there was. Yeah, either did I. Sleuth Mom, at first, I was like, come on, people, stop trying to believe the best because I'm a little bit pessimistic with true crime. But now, with hearing some of the things and realizing the kind of dad, I mean, there's not one person that hasn't said he was a phenomenal dad. One skeleton that we've seen come out so far that says, yeah, he was on drugs. Like, everything points to this guy really standing up and being a dad to his kids when the mom was out of the picture. And well, we know the rest. So, yeah. All right, let me find the, here we go. The bank. All right, I'm about to share the screen. Okay, so you can see right here where this is the bank he was found on. There are items and whatnot, but so MJ's like, that's a huge, the family is super up. Let me get that thing off the screen. Super upset about that because they are pretty much the ones the whole time that have given. I mean, I would have, hey, Yanni, I would have thought out of all. Oh, Izzy, thank you. I knew, okay, I knew gas was in there somewhere. Okay. Izzy girl, thank you. Kyle's brother didn't go with him because Kyle didn't have enough gas to go pick him up. That's right. I remember gas in there some, yeah. Exactly right, Annie. So that's why Kyle went alone. So and MJ's life, there was, I've got to look at the article closer because IMPD did release why they didn't do that, and it had something to do with something, I don't remember what it was, but I've got to really look at it. I don't know if it was warrants or what they could have possibly thought of, but the family seemed pretty confident in the area that he would go fishing in. I would think, obviously, for good reason. If he went fishing, I'm sure he usually told them where he was going. Before he left that night, they call him two moms, so I'm guessing a stepmom and a regular mom. He had let both of them know where he was going, that he was taking the kids fishing. So, and now it does make sense. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. How could it have even See, yeah, Sleuth. Oh, the family said he's going to his brother's house and never made it. Yeah, Natasha. So, well, that's the thing. They said that he said he didn't have gas. Kyle's brother has a statement on his Facebook I read earlier today. Okay, yeah. What's his brother's name? Let me look that up. So that was said, Natasha, but then I've seen it different. So they did change the story a couple times, but it does sound like what it finally ended up. I don't know what it was, but that he was supposed to go there, yeah, and get him, but then didn't because of the gas. But does anyone know what his brother's name is? Okay. I don't see it yet, Jules. I'll let it come through. If anyone did he I think so, Trisha. Yeah. There was a fishing pole. I gotta wait for her video to come through. But if anybody knows his brother's name, I'm gonna look up his post real quick. But remember, he was supposed to go, if it's true, and he was supposed to go to his brother's. Right. If he was supposed to go to his brother's, they would have, and one of the kids was going to watch the little children. Um, a murder slash taking your old life doesn't really make sense because he wasn't planning on originally having the kids anyways. Hold on, I'm just waiting for that video to come through. Can somebody drop my email? Kenneth Moorman, thank you. Somebody drop my email in case Jules didn't have the right how far a car would go if it was rolled into the what? Really good point, Sleuth Mom. Really good point. You are right. Look at you. Okay, wait. Okay, I'm not seeing anything on his page. It looks like he shut it down. Hmm. Well, we might have to talk about this again later too. Yeah, I can't see any posts. It looks like he found it under Facebook page, Kyle Moorman and family. Okay, I'll go look at that. Between him going missing and so Solo, he went missing July 6th. His last phone pinged at 12:40 on July 7th a.m. and was not found until July 12th. Probably. Face Kyle Moorman and family. Okay, I'm going to find that. Thank you. I gotta close all these tabs a little bit. Some of these tabs, they're freaking out on me. There was something I was gonna ask y'all though about it too. All right, well, I'll have to look later, guys, and then I'll post it and see what he wrote, but because I gotta search through it. Really? Interesting. Oh, you're amazing. Thank you. Parker emailed you Facebook page for fam. Why is my... There we go. All right, guys. We'll look at the Facebook page. Thank you, guys. What did Solo say? There was a case years ago where a mother drove her kids into a lake or... Wow. That's crazy. Wouldn't, yeah. I don't think it was super, super, super far from the ramp that they were found, but I was very surprised that the scanner didn't go private. I gotta say that. Oh, it says it's removed. They said it was removed. Oh, Izzy just sent me an email too, okay. Maybe she's got it then. I'll have to find it because it says content removed. But I don't know what to think about this case. This is pretty crazy. Maybe it's the site I'm banned. No, I'm not really banned from a site. I can still see everything. Let me try it here on my phone and see what happens. What is wrong with my phone? Oh my gosh, Natasha, really? Sandy, Sandy, so Sandy, good. I did see a post from a Chloe, but it was just like we finally told each other how we felt. I'm praying that in my next life I won't be stupid enough to ruin it. I didn't get anything yet, Izzy. So I don't know if he had a falling out with a girl or if it was just one of those situations where she, thinks they were more than. All right, let me go do something here. Let me go to something else. I'm gonna. Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. Huh? Weird. It's so weird. Okay, so I can see it on my phone, but I can't see it on my computer. So I guess a neighbor. Weird. All right. Well, hopefully I get Izzy's email. But there's a neighbor saying, obviously, saying that was a private pond. They shouldn't have been on there. Um, I'm trying to see what I can see. Oh, hold on. I think I still nothing, Izzy. But trying to see if I can find anything from the family other than their GoFundMe. Mariah. So this is a family post from Mariah Moorman, which is apparently the sister. Says the Brookville address is my mother's house. He lived on Sherman with my sister, but he was at my mother's house every single day as well. We are not quite sure where he made it. I know he made it somewhere with the kids, and part we're just not quite sure. He turned around and seeing the kids and part or turned around and seeing the kids asleep in the back seat, and he said of course they fall asleep right when we get here. I don't think it was as late as everyone thinks. I just think at 1 a.m. was the last time he was on social media. What? Somebody explain. I I'm gonna need somebody to break that down for me. No, for some reason it is on my computer but not on my phone, but now I can't find anything from I'm looking at spam from Jules, and I didn't get anything from her either. It's really weird. What was the thing saying basically? Like, what was the. Is Mariah a little bit. I don't think it was found that far from the ramp, Rebellious. I just don't know. I know who you're talking about now. I know Jules who. Now I know. Hold on a second. Or I don't. Yeah. Let me check one more time. If not, we'll have to talk about this again later. I don't know why why it's not coming up. Okay, I'm sorry if this is, yeah, I don't know officially how far the thing was found in, but you know what? I want to look up this Mariah girl. So Mariah Moorman is the sister, correct? Yeah, she doesn't show anything but pictures. Come on. Hey, lighting the way home from. Okay, thanks, Izzy. I'll check again. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with my email. No idea. It's probably going to come to me right after this ends. But we might have to talk about this again later, too. Interesting family. But I think I definitely don't know that I feel the same I did before. And the fact that it was a private pond, come on. Last pink shoes. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured, Jules. As far as that went, I figured that it was yeah, like she was just rounding up. Looking at the scene, I can't. Now Susan Smith was the one that had 3 kids that drove into the lake or something. Sorry, y'all. I can't believe I don't know that. Yeah, this is crazy. Sorry, y'all, that I was trying to. Not that I believe of Trisha. I believe it's just 3 children, 5, 2, and 1. Well, right. I mean, Natasha, exactly right. Who doesn't, especially in a, who doesn't break into. He is caddy, so he did have a record. I'm so confused. Everybody, this case is so confusing. Okay, guys, I think when we're gonna have to talk about this again later because I'm gonna have to gather everything that's being sent to me and hopefully the stuff from Izzy and Jules comes through. And yeah, we're definitely gonna be doing a live as well later because I have got to figure out what is actually um the truth and facts for sure. Pamela, if you were fashionably late because you were in the pool, um, I don't feel sorry for you. No, but I'm glad you're here, Pamela. Susan Smith is. Oh my gosh, listen, peeps. Wow. Oh, sorry, Pamela. That's terrible. MJ's life, you better drop your link. Yeah, this case is truly sad, and I think, yeah, we'll look at it a little bit more tonight. And we are also going to look a little bit at the Christina Powell case. And I just want to introduce you to that one, especially because she is missing, and she does have an ex-husband, but they are saying he's very, very cooperative right now and is not a person of interest. But she does have young children, and it is really tragic because the 12-year-old boy, and so she was supposed to go to work. She rushed out of the house to go to work at 10 o'clock because she was late at 10:45, and she never made it to work. And her kids lived with her. The 12-year-old, so finally work, she never showed up. Somebody from work got nervous, came to her door, knocked on the door. The 12-year-old boy answered, And I will listen, peeps. And the guy from work said, "Hey, bud, is your mom here?" And he said, "No, she's at work." And he said, "No, she's not." And so he was the one to actually find out first that she was missing. And that's just, again, tragic to me. And the Elizabeth Barraza case is going to, if you guys have been following my Missy Beavers stuff, and with Tim last night, he was the one that told me, thank you, Pamela, about this case. And this woman who had, I mean, I have not seen a bad thing about her in 2019. It's the same type of Missy Beavers vibe. She was outside getting ready for a yard sale at 6:45 in the morning. She was getting ready for a yard sale to have extra funds for her honeymoon trip with her, or her anniversary trip with her husband to Florida, and no one knew about the yard sale really. It was very impromptu. And so she was getting ready for that at 7:45. You see a Nissan come up, a Nissan, like a Pathfinder or something, come up. You see somebody get out of the car that's dressed in a robe and it looks like long boots, like heel boots, comes running up to her. You see them talk for a couple minutes, and then you see the gun. All this is on surveillance, and you see her shot several times. On a different set of footage, you can hear her scream, and that's awful. I'm not playing that one. And then she you see the killer get back in their car, drive around, come back, get out, shoot her again to make sure she's dead, and get back in and drive away. And they still have not found the person. So this is the Elizabeth Barraza case, Barraze, that Tim, the Gumshoe Stories, told me about last night. I mean, you might as well just say Missy Beaver's case, like written all over it. They are not related. Tim did some pretty extensive research into the fact that, yeah, they're not related, but holy crap. Yes, please, Jules, whatever you find about that case, but there's those two cases right there are nuts. And so I wanted to kind of introduce those, and especially this Christina, since it happened like right, well, yesterday or the day before, something like that. Had anyone talked to the girl in the picture yet? What girl in the picture? Oh no, I haven't watched it. I'll have to look. I might watch that tonight after my live because I've got no kids. Thanks, Sandy. I try to find, not mainstream cases, ones that we can like look at and dissect together, because sometimes I get bored if it's a case that's already been solved that's pretty cut and dry. But I like ones where we think it through together. And this Moorman case, the family deserves truth, right? If somebody's lying, they need to tell the truth, vice versa. Hey, Lana. And yeah, it's really crazy. Jules, that's awesome. Parker, did you ever see the footage of the shootout that was caught on a Ring camera? No, Caddy, Texas, but that's insane. Tomball, Texas is where this Elizabeth Barraza case happened, and what is interesting about that is it's not a big place, and that's also where the three boys and the grandfather were brutally murdered. Oh, Lana, you watched it? Oh my gosh. Yeah, it was terrible. I had to do it in pieces. My heart breaks for the people that heard the audio before it was taken out. Oh yeah, the swimming pool thing, I ignore them. I'm just kidding. You'll never explain to me that, Lana. Yeah. And parents are just up in arms. And some people are saying, why are they up in arms? Well, when your kids are brutally murdered and you ask to have no audio and you find out it's leaked 5 days before you were told it was going to be leaked, and not only is it leaked, you also have to hear your baby screaming. Yeah, then you tell me what it's like to hear that. Just Pamela. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't do drama, and I don't like to jump on the, like, there's so many great people covering the, what's that guy's name? Vaughn and Dre McCray case, which that woman is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But my head is peeling from this past weekend. I just go and watch them for that. I don't, like that case is nuts. And Brittany's got some good material on it, and I think Tia had some great material on it. So I just kind of try to, yeah, try to stay out of the train wrecks. I was just talking to Sleuth about it when I had Kate, like we had Kaylee's parents up and stuff. I said, they were up, but then people are gonna criticize you, from different communities. You have to just like, okay, they can feel how they want to feel, because once you start engaging with them, it doesn't stop. Yeah, I'm having so much fun doing the actual true crime stuff. And who knows, we might solve a case someday. Yeah, the McCray case, I'd have to see some really significant evidence to prove she wasn't a little bit doing some crazy things, because that's nuts. And whatever, there's already drama with that case between bigger creators and stuff battling it out. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Like right now, all that matters is there's kids involved, there's his family involved. Like, if she's doing something, and he did not look well in some of his most recent pictures. And yeah. Yeah, yeah, Charlotte, I agree. Well, yeah, watching the drama sometimes coming in and out is different than engaging in it every day. You know, I told you all before, I'm way too much of a baby and cry too easily to do it, to engage. Yeah, I don't blame you, Sandy. Well, it's hard because we all get invested, right, in each other, in the creators we follow. We all get invested. We consider them our, friends, whether it be online social media friends or whether it be them in real life. And so you're naturally going to want to be loyal, and you're naturally going to want to defend them. So then what you have is like 300 people on one side defending and 300 people on the other side defending. But then what happens is the subs might like both creators, and it's just a really sad situation. Oh, big time. Googling. I cannot say Googling. And I also can't say hallelujah. Hallelujah. I cannot say those two words. And I often say, I'm getting better at this one though, saying alo. I have to really go alo. Or amethyst. Did I say it right? Amethyst. Is that right? I don't think so, because my mom makes fun of me all the time about that. Lana, so the first 2 hours it was released, actually Amber, my mod, she heard it and said, Parker, I couldn't make it through the first 9 minutes. They had not taken, when it was leaked, they had forgotten, or maybe not forget, not taken out the audio of the kids screaming and crying. And finally, when parents were so distraught, the news stations took the audio out. Exactly, Pamela. Yeah, amethyst. Alo. Ah! Google. All right. Oh my gosh. We're gonna have some hooked on phonics later as well. Oh my gosh, it's 3:30. I better go make sure my children are awake. I don't want them missing the ride out of here. Just kidding. All right, guys, this is a really fun live. Please, if you do any more digging on this this Kyle Moorman case is right up your alley. I know, Lana, I know. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't hear it. I'm glad you didn't hear that part. It's hard enough watching the video, But then hearing it, I couldn't do it. You might as well. No, I can't. And I just feel that it is such a shame that the um whoever leaked it did not have enough compassion to at least allow the parents to see it first. All right, guys, I will tune in later tonight, okay? I gotta go make sure my children get ready here. I should probably feed them too. Freaking laws that require me to feed them. Okay, all right, talk to you guys later. Have a good one.